What's going on, everybody? Today, not only are we doing a hack video that's going to save you some time, money, and maybe cut down a little frustration, but we're doing a daggone hack video today, son. It's going to save you some time, cut down on money, and some frustration. Alright, you're watching Simply Midwest Fishing. I'm Bob Dellaposta. Let's get into it. Number one hack on the list. Everybody hates, whether you're fishing out in the rain or you get your hooks wet, whether you're flipping a jig, throwing a crankbait, you throw them right back in your box. They sell a lot of waterproof boxes, that trap the water in, quite frankly. Here's something you can do to prevent moisture inside your box, save your hooks. Get you a bag of Kingsford, smash a piece with a hammer, and throw that charcoal in your box. I've got a piece in every compartment in all of my terminal tackle boxes. I put it not only in my terminal tackle boxes, I put it in with all my crankbaits, I put it in with jigs. Pretty much anything that's going to cost you a few dollars, might as well take care of your hooks. It'll go a long way. You probably can't see it from there, but that's a Trocar TK130. Trocar hooks are very hard to rust. That's got a little bit of rust on it. That thing was sitting in a box with some moisture in it without any charcoal. I held on to it just to show it because that's a Trocar TK130. I probably had in there for like 3 years because I love these things. I got a bunch of them. That's been in a box with charcoal for about 3 years and it looks brand new. All right. This one right here is not major. It's super small, but it can definitely save you from freaking out and going crazy. Everybody knows whether you're sticking a rod in the back of the truck, sticking it on the freaking boat with 20 other rods on the deck, whatever your situation is, putting it into your car, whatever the deal. You go to get it out, and every one of them are stuck in ways you've never even seen possible.
Virginia put out a press release concerning Happy Gilmore being thrown off the tour.
There's no way that stinking fishing line can get wrapped around some of these rods the way it does. Here's something real dumb, real simple, save you a lot of time. Alright, this guy got a little tube tied on here on a Tokyo rig. Take it and hook it on your reel. I mean, if you hook it on your rod, whatever, it'll still work. I just always like hooking it on the reel. Now, you're going to take your main line, and you're going to wrap it around and spin your rod. I spin it twice. Some people spin it 5, 6, whatever times. All that does is bring both your lines tight together. The more you spin it, the tighter it's going to be down to the rod. But when you go to pull that thing back out of the truck, the chances of it snagging in with another rod slighten drastically. I mean, it's not even close. I'm not going to say it never gets snagged up, but you can pretty much slide them in and out way better than you can without it being twisted up. Give it a shot. Like I said, whenever you go to make a cast or get it back out, just spin your rod back a couple times and you got her free. That's all there is to it. Alright, next hack on the list. If you get stuck, whether you're throwing a crankbait, a jig, a worm, whatever it is, if you get stuck, maybe you're like me and you just live stuck. If there's a brush pile and there's 18 bass on it, you're going to find the one limb that's out there by itself. Here's something that can maybe save your plug or save your jig that's hung up down there depending on the situation. It doesn't work all the time, but it can get you out of a pinch when you can't get your bait freed up off a lay down, a rock, whatever the scenario is. You may think that's just a standard old spark plug. No sir, says I. You get your little snap, put that snap on the top piece of your spark plug. Then take it, whatever you got to do, I'm just going to push it down on the table. Close your gap on the spark plug. Alright, once you close the gap down, that snap ain't going nowhere. What you want to do then, if you're snagged out in the water, say you're down in 10 foot of water, you can't reach your pole down, you can't do the bow trick, you can't do anything. When you're down there deep, hook this on your line, get your line nice and taut. Hook that on there and let her go. The faster the farther that goes, the faster it's going to pick up speed and go down there, and it's just going to be a knocker. It's going to knock the head of your jig. It's going to knock your crankbait free. Whatever the case is, that's a good homemade knocker and can maybe save you some money. Everybody knows crankbaits and jigs are both not very cheap. Might as well try and get it back. Alright, up next, this one I love. It's kind of stupid. It might be a little hillbilly. Either way, if you're caught with your pants down and you don't have a popping frog, it can go a long way for you. Let's say you're in the back of the boat and I'm in the front of the boat and I'm whaling them on a popping frog of any kind, whatever your favorite brand popping frog is. And you ain't got one. They're not hitting a regular frog. What are you going to do? You're going to buy one from me? So, you just got your standard frog. What you need to do, every bass fisherman knows you keep a pack of suction cups in the boat, am I wrong? So, you take your suction cups, open the stinking pack, take that little metal guy off there, take you a pair of scissors and you're going to cut this knob off. Just try and cut it flush with the suction cup. There's a little tag on there for the release. Cut that off. Take you a small drill bit. You don't want to go bigger than the eyelet on the frog, whatever kind of frog you're using. A lot of them have similar size eyelet on there. Just don't go bigger than that. That way you can force this suction cup over the eyelet of the frog, and that way it stays on there and doesn't come off. And then you'll have yourself a popping frog. Once you get that hole drilled out, waller it out a little bit, you get that thing nice and snug on there. It looks dumb. I'm not going to argue with you. It looks kind of dumb. Definitely looks freaking hillbilly. But this thing chugs and spits water like you wouldn't believe. Still keeping you on top water. So you got a homemade popping frog that pops more water than about anything you're going to find on the market. Don't laugh at me. Give it a try, and then you can laugh at me if you still think it's dumb. But that thing freaking works, son. All right. Next hack we got for you. This one here is just a money saver. Let's say you're going from one pole, you're fishing in Ohio, and you're throwing fluorocarbon on there, and you're taking a trip down to Okeechobee in Florida. You might need to put some braid on that thing, but you do not want to throw that brand new spool of fluorocarbon away that you just put on there 3 weeks ago. Fluorocarbon's not cheap. What you want to do, first off, go take a dump. Once you get done taking a dump, grab that toilet paper roll. Bring it out, keep one in the boat, keep it in the shop, whatever you got to do, or just take a fresh dump, grab your roll. Then, grab you a drill. What you're going to want to do is take a drill, take some tape, cut the tape, stick your roll of toilet paper on there, and put a little piece of tape inside to hold it to the drill bit. Then, what you're going to do is you're going to open the bail of your reel, put the drill in reverse, and unspool your reel. Once you get all the line on there, something like this, run you a little piece of tape at first when you start to hold your line on there, and then go, once you get to the end on the other side, throw you another little piece of tape. Throw that in the tackle box, throw it in the boat, throw it in the garage, whatever you got to do. Don't throw your line in the trash. That's still good fishing line. This next hack I got for you, here's the deal. This pack right here, this is a laser sharp, super cheap nail weights. These are like 88 cents for nail weights. But if you buy like a VMC or something like that, they're going to be $5, $6 for 4 or 5, maybe 6 nail weights. Okay? What I do is I take the nails from my nail gun and I cut them in half. You can fit 2 of them in there. One of them is a good amount of weight. You want to upsize your weight, get a little faster fall on a wacky rig worm or creature bait, your nail weight, and whatever you're throwing that day. You can play with the weights just the same as you can buying different packs of nail weights, but you don't have to spend all that kind of money to buy the smaller size, the bigger size. And with these, they're super skinny, so you can throw 2 of them in the head of a worm or a creature bait. You can throw a bunch of them in there. But change your fall drastically, pop some out, depending on what the fish is moving and what they're doing. I just got the little nails from the nail gun, and that gets the job done for me. Hey, thank you guys for watching Simply Midwest Fishing. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end. Go down there and drop a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more hack videos. I'm a tackle tinkerer. I love sitting in the shop messing with stuff, so I got a lot of different things. And if you want to see more, go drop a comment, and I'm only going to do it if this video gets a bunch of likes. So go down, drop the anchor on that like button, drop the power poles on the subscribe button. Be a part of the Simply Midwest Fishing family. I thank you guys for watching the video. We'll see you next time.
We listen to the radio. Bug Scruggs, the man with the plugs.